Hey there, YTPC. It's boy Cosmo, Cat Dad Piper. Just sitting out on the deck here, enjoying a pipe. Like to share a pipe with you. If you don't have one already, you can go ahead and pause this video and get it packed, get it lit, and we'll continue. I'll give you just a moment here. I am smoking my newest acquisition, the Savinelli 673KS. You've seen this in my most recent videos. It's my, I was going to say Oceano, but that's not correct. Dolomite Smooth. I love this pipe. Could deal with a little bit bigger bowl, but it's a good pipe. And in it, I am smoking Cornell and Deal Cross-Eyed Cricket. And I'm drinking some my Poor Man's Manhattan Special, the Vanilla Coke Zero with coffee. It pairs really well with the Cross-Eyed Cricket. It's a Sunday afternoon, and don't remember if I said this already or not, but leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're smoking and what you're smoking it in. Helps me find new pipes that I don't need. Tobaccos that I want to try. So, got a new memory card in the mail yesterday. So hopefully I can make videos more than 6 or 8 minutes again. And could not get the card slot on my phone to come out. Couldn't find the little tool to open it. So Eagle Talon Piper, who just left, was over, brought his tool. Still couldn't get it open. Finally, after some force, it took an Eagle Talon, I guess, to get it open. So should be working good now, hopefully. So went to bed about 2:30 a.m., which is not out of the norm for me. Apparently forgot to set an alarm. I was hoping to do some crochet today, but ended up sleeping in until 12:30 this afternoon. So apparently that was my body's way of saying, hey, isn't it about time you get a little bit more than 6 hours sleep? Before I forget, got a quick question to all you guys that have a little more production value in your videos. So I'm thinking Robert, ENA's dad, Hobbit and Piper, Possum Piper, Onion. I basically do everything off either my iPad or my cell phone, which is a Samsung. And I don't have a lot of computer experience. But if any of you guys know an easy way to make intros or edit intros or outros and how to insert them into a video that I record, if you wouldn't mind, when you have the time, shoot me a little email, give me some tips or help me out. I don't know if there's an app that does it seamlessly. I have the Canva app, which I'll use sometime for thumbnails, but it took way too long to create a really bad, really short intro. Did that a while back, and then I couldn't figure out how to insert it, so Meantime, I just kind of gave up on that. I know I don't need to do that, but kind of nice to up my game a little bit, level up. So right now, sitting in the shade, nice gentle breeze, and I don't know what the temp is, but it's actually fairly cool, especially for August in Iowa. And no humidity really, or nothing to measure of, so sorry if you're down south and still dealing with that. No, it seems to happen a lot for Robert. I'm not trying to gloat or anything, but probably the nicest summer we've had in ages. Fortunately, I have a feeling that Mother Nature will get back to us come winter. I'm afraid come December I'll be sitting in my house wishing I was out on the deck smoking a pipe. I won't mind putting on a coat, maybe a cap or scarf or hat or gloves if it's cold out, but I just don't want to deal with any snow or ice. I've been hoping to post an updated list of my top 5 tobaccos, but there are currently maybe 4 or 5 tobaccos that fighting for 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. But the couple that don't make the cut, they'll, if I remember, they'll certainly get an honorable mention. Just realized as I feel my eyes get matted, I forgot to take my morning allergy pill. I don't have a prescription or anything, it's just something over the counter. But it helps. Without it, I'd be miserable. Figured that out fast as soon as it got nice out. But yeah, that's one thing I never had when I was younger, but it seems like turn 30, turn 35, allergies just get worse and worse. Been watching more of the VRs for Parsimonious Piper. Been really enjoying the 2 Truths and a Lie, but I'll be darned, so many of you guys are doing it. It's hard to keep up with the videos, and obviously don't like my chances of winning now. Seems to have quieted off a little bit. Is quieted off a phrase? It seemed to have gotten fairly quiet compared to earlier today. I think everybody slept until noon, decided to start mowing the yards. Sorry, apparently I've not had enough coffee today. Actually, I haven't had any coffee to... Blah. Really can't talk today. You guys can all make fun of me in the comments if you want. Probably enjoy it, but I can't speak words good. I just tried to combine yard and lawn, and this one fly keeps getting in my face. Friend of mine, he's not a pipe smoker. I think he had a pipe at one point. He's a cigar lover, so won't hold it against him. But he has I forget what he called it, but it's basically I think it's called bug assault. It's like an assault rifle to kill bugs outside. And you fill it with iodized salt, and it'll shoot the little grains of salt and knock out the flies. He's got like an older model. I think Amazon has like the 3.0. I'd love to have one, but I can't condone spending the $40 for it. But when I researched it on Amazon, man, they've got quite a scheme going there. In addition to selling the gun for $40, for like $20, you can buy like a laser sight to put on it. And then they even sell their own brand of salt for it. Supposedly it's better salt than what you would buy in a grocery store, but it's basically just a cardboard tube of salt that you would buy for a couple bucks. And it's their brand, and they're labeling it as the ammo you can eat, and they're charging like $13 for it. Probably cost them 25 cents to make. What scared me though, it had like 5 stars or 4.5 stars with like close to 5,000 reviews on Amazon. I realize it's a gag gift, but that's ridiculous. Speaking of gag gifts, so years ago, story time by the way. So years ago, shortly after my dad retired, he decided over like basically for about a month in February, about the month of February or February and March, he would go travel. And the first year, he went to Thailand for a month. His brother and his brother's wife, they do mission work, and they live over there about 3 years at a time. Then come back, report to the organization they work for, go around talking about what they do at different churches to raise funds. for the next 3 years. So he went over there, and the first year there, he decided he was going to sign up to do a Thai cooking course. So the thing he wanted for Christmas or his birthday, because his birthday was a few weeks before, is he wanted a rice cooker, electric rice cooker. So I found one on Black Friday, got it for him, wrapped it up, put it under the tree. But then I also got him a couple other presents. So the first thing he opened was not a rice cooker, but I took a, he had this old, big, black metal pot. I think they're primarily used for canning. I'm sure you've probably seen them. Either your parents or grandparents probably use them a lot, or maybe you do. Found that in the basement. Washed it up really good, got it nice and as shiny as possible. I took a piece of computer paper, took a Sharpie, and wrote rice cooker on it, and taped it onto the side. So the first present I handed him was this good-sized box, relatively lightweight. He opened it up and started laughing. I said, "What? You said you wanted a rice cooker." I said, "You can cook rice in that." So he got a kick out of that. The second gift I gave him was the actual rice cooker. And then I had this really big box wrapped up, and it weighed a ton. Actually, I think it weighed 25 pounds. So I had a friend who had a membership to Sam's Club, which is basically the same thing as Costco. Had him pick up like a restaurant size. It was like I think it was a 25-pound bag of rice. It was the biggest bag I could find. And wrapped that up and gave him that. And I handed him the box, and till he opened it up, he had no idea what it was. But so he enjoyed that as well. So that's kind of my sense of humor, I guess, if you want a better picture of it. But so yeah, like I said, been enjoying this pipe. Really enjoy this tobacco. But talking too much, and I think it's getting down to the bottom of the bowl. But it's good tobacco because you can relight it and get it down to where there's about nothing left by the time you're done with it. So last night, after we had the little Cedar Valley meetup, made some late night dinner and watched the movie Cruella on Disney Plus streaming. It had finally came out where it was free to watch instead of having to pay $20 or $30 or whatever they charge to rent it. I'm too cheap to do that, but went into it with, I guess, modest expectations. We'll say I really enjoyed it. It is stylized well. It did not feel like a Disney movie. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else, but if you've seen a Disney movie non-animated, Maybe you know what I'm talking about. It didn't seem like it tried so hard to be a family movie or a movie for a younger audience. And I will say, Disney definitely pulled out all the stops, because it had probably one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a movie in years. They have it taking place, I believe, basically in the 60s and the 70s. So they use a lot of 60s and 70s music. But yeah, it was, if you're at all on the fence about watching it, I'd recommend checking out now while they're not charging you for it. It was entertaining watch, and I think they did a good job of doing a really difficult thing, and that's taking a notoriously bad villain and kind of making them the hero of a movie and giving them an origin story. Granted, a big part of the plot seemed a little too convenient, but it was the only way they could do it, and bravo. I wanted to talk more or sit more and share a longer pipe with you now that I could, but don't really have a whole lot else to say, and it appears that this pipe is done, so I'll let you go on and continue smoking your bowl. Hope you're having a good day, whenever, wherever you're finding this, and as always, thanks for watching. God bless, and I do mean that. God bless, and we'll see you soon.